Are there any seconds to the motion page? Did you get a built-in? Did you get a built-in?
MUN, Model United Nations, is an educational simulation of the United Nations where individuals role-play as representatives of a specific country and try to solve the problems under their policy but through international cooperation.
The total time proposed is 15 minutes. Each individual is getting 40 seconds. Are there any seconds?
Surveillance of all materials, including equipment and facilities that could contribute to the development.
To jeopardize the peace and security that we have maintained till now, as it becomes essential that IAEA
minimize the ramification of nuclear weapon. South African Nuclear Energy Act of 1999 gives permission to the Ministry of Mineral and Energy.
So, point of
It is against your own interest to propose another motion because in order of priority we won't be confused about it.
Apologies.
Students here learn about diplomacy, international relations, and the United Nations. MUN involves and teaches participants about speaking, debating, and writing skills, in addition to critical thinking, teamwork, and leadership abilities. MUN helps us all to step out of our comfort zone and to research on beliefs that we may not agree on, asks us to fight a battle we may not want to participate, and pushes us to advocate in policies we may disagree on. This somehow induces us to create harmony with the neglected side and cultivates a leader in all of us through diplomacy and negotiation.
So the floor is open for motion. Are there any motion in the floor?
Multilateral discussion for nuclear disarmament and world free of nuclear weapons.
Can you take your time to maybe be more specific about it? Thank you.
Such an aggressive country right now sitting here is talking about being threatened by the other country.
Delegate of Indonesia, you have to do it for 40 seconds.
anything regarding that, they do not have any sort of formal agreement. But Iran has signed the NPT, and according to the NPT, they should be allowed to monitor fully regarding whatever is happening in Iran.
Votes on this particular treaty because it itself is violating this treaty and advocating other nations to join it.
Here, we try to solve the world's biggest problems under a cloak of a country's policy that we might not admire thoroughly. MUN teaches us to listen to the unheard, navigate the unseen, and emerge the leaders of today that will be the changemakers of tomorrow.
In favor, please raise your placards.
About parliamentary could the topic be replaced?
If there are any points of motion, we'll have one last speaker.
Also, United Nations is just a body where all the countries come and discuss. So it is our, it's the country's voice and it's the country's opinions that matters, and countries have bestowed their trust and authority to IAEA to monitor their own country as well as other countries.
Engage, educate, empower.